First place boat in the Classic Division, US 17 Weatherly. Normally skipper time with Kennedy, but someone's going to come up and accept the award.
My name is Ted Kennedy Jr., and I had the pleasure of skippering the Weatherly for the last 2 days. Sailing is fantastic here in Nantucket. For those of you who know, the prevailing southwest winds. You have very little sea, high winds, so not a lot of swells, not a lot of waves, and just a lot of boat speed. Just a fantastic place to go sailing.
The first place trophy for the Vintage Division, that's US 11, John Everett's Lean.
This is the oldest boat I've ever been on in my life. It was built in 1937. It's a wooden boat, which is very different than I'm used to, and a very large crew, and of course the sails are very large, and there's a lot of pressure on all the equipment, and so you have to, there's a lot of respect that has to be given to managing the sails and working with the equipment, because you can get injured out there.
The daily winner today is also the overall winner, Dan McKeegan and Team Tudor. Dan.
We're in the IOD class, which is a 34-foot sloop boat. We never knew we had it, but it was from very tight sailing. I think the top 4 or 5 boats were all within a few points of each other, so anybody could have won the regatta on the last beat.
Yesterday was a real challenge. We had very light breeze and lots of shifts. Today was just one of those days you just love to be out racing because the breeze was relatively steady and a nice strain.
I'd say this is probably some of the tightest competition you'll see all summer long, and the competition gets stronger each year, and this has become one of the kind of marquee events on the East Coast.
You're out in front and you build on your lead and you tack to cover the boats behind you, and then it's, you pretty much just get the job done.
Well, it's just great to be out there with all the other boats and have to work at it in order to do well. And when you know that your team has worked the course pretty well and you ended up beating the other boats, it's fun to have that satisfaction, that feeling of finishing in good condition.
We come here to fight with the locals for the honor, and it's really a great contest, a beautiful location. And the sailing is just wonderful, so you couldn't ask for more.